Right. They're 5 lights out. And we're going to now have to work out what we're going to do. Fuck. So it's going to be Kizyul leading into Ratcliffe P2, P3 is going to be Talbot, P4 is going to be now Peter, he's overtaking Anthony, Murkow P5, P6, sorry, Murkow 7 for Davidson, and there's a big spin in the back there. Kizyul, fastest lap, has got Ratcliffe right in his rear, and now with DRS enabled, Conor Ratcliffe going to be maybe looking to take the lead here. As he pulls out, he's going to be having to go a long way around, but he's going to have the pass made before even into the corner. That coming at the end of lap 2 is going to be Ratcliffe in P1 with Kizyul P2, 4 tenths behind. Conor now setting the fastest lap of the race. And we've got a bit of a train up until Much who's dropped off the back of the pack a little bit, and we've got it. It looks like Junker has fucking binned it. Ratcliffe, let's ride on board with Patrick Kizyul here. Started P1, currently down in P2. With the DRS though, we're looking to hold on to the back of Ratcliffe. As Thompson picks up our first 3-second penalty of the race. It's very early to be getting that. Conor looking a little bit wobbly there as we have Kizyul breathing down the neck of Ratcliffe. Not deploying any battery. Maybe looking just to stay in there. Looking for a move up the inside possibly. No. Ooh, looks for it. Late on the brakes. Will it be a switchback? No, Conor runs very wide instead. He's going to lose 2 places. The Talbot goes into P2. And Peter having to avoiding action. And Peter now up into P3. I'm trying to get a good angle of this. Side by side, it's going to be Ratcliffe and Peter. Wheel to wheel. Please just give us a view of this battle going on ahead. Ratcliffe will have the inside now for turns 6 and 7. But being able to carry more speed will be Peter. It's going to be tight. Going to be very tight. And it's going to be Peter up into VC. Conor losing 3 places. All because of running wide in turn 3. But Kizyul now looking to break the toe. Makes the one move. Goes back to the racing line. And Davidson picks up a 3-second time penalty now. People picking up time penalties left and right already. Not ideal. And into the pits is going to be Thompson as he's retired from this race. Not the start to the season Ollie Thompson would have been wanting. A lock up there from Kizyul now. Going to put him under pressure from Talbot. Looks for the little underlook. And he's got a good drive out of that turn 3. Let's ride on board with Talbot approaching the rear of that kick. And he's cleanly through up into... Oh no, he's not. It's side by side there. Kizyul hanging it around. They're wheel to wheel now. It's going to be Talbot and Kizyul side by side. Please, just a good view, I beg. Aurelius is actually approaching on the back of Davidson. And Davidson into the pits. An early pit stop for the McLaren. He's going to maybe free up Aurelius here to push on. And he gets a 10-second penalty for speeding into the pit lane. And meanwhile, I've missed an overtake as they're side by side. Kizyul now has lost 2 places actually. And it's going to be Talbot now leading. It's going to be Peter P2. P3 now Kizyul P4. Anthony Murkow P5. And Conor rounding out the back of this train. Oh, meanwhile, Khan has got... What's happened to Ratcliffe? Ratcliffe into the pits. An early pit stop onto the hard tyres here for Conor Ratcliffe. Is he going to come out into clean air? Keep an eye on Ratcliffe. Will he be able to get past Ketter? He'll be wanting to get past nice and quick. They're on different races here. Conor on the fresh hards. He's wanting to put the pressure on the guys ahead of him. Looking for the undercut. Be interesting to see how this goes. Any of them going to pit? By the looks of it, no. Put front in no man's land. Meanwhile, the battle for the leaders, Anthony has got past Kizyul. Kizyul into the pits. The next person to bite for the hard tyres. So we've got 4 drivers out. Oh, actually, though, Anthony without the DRS on Peters here. Does the up flap open? No. Might come under pressure here from Ketter. Will be definitely deploying to want to get it in the next section. Ketter thought about a move there. Still eyeing it up very close. Ratcliffe comes out ahead of Kizyul. by a fairly large amount, and he's also looking for a move here on Tombstone. Up into turn 3, ahead of him into the corner, and Kizil is the undercut working wonders here for Ratcliffe. Kizil will have the tyre delta though on Ratcliffe. Very important for Kizil. He needs to be making back up that time on Ratcliffe. It's a 3.5 second gap that Ratcliffe got from the undercut. And here we go. Here comes the pit stops. And it is going to be Talbot and Peters into the pits. So it will be Anthony and Ketter now in the 1-2, leading us off. And there we go. As predicted, Anthony and Murkow both into the pits. So Ratcliffe will probably be provisional race leader once all is said and done. And he has a lap car behind him. Kizil though has taken a second and a bit out of him so far. And Kizil now sets the fastest lap of the race with the fresher boots on. Further back, the battle for P9 and P8 and P10. And actually, there we go, into turn 3. At the moment I will turn away. Talbot up past Kizil. Peters needs to get past realistically on a different strategy to the guys around him. He's gone medium tyres again, so he's gone double medium. And Kizil now gets passed by both. Also Murkow gets past Anthony. As Talbot really put a lap in there, right up to the back. And there we go. Junker moving out of the way for the race leaders. And Talbot is right within Ratty's DRS. And there we go now, the top 4 all together in that train. And I tell you what, Murkow still 2.5 seconds, not really been making the inroads I was expecting him to. Has made 2/10 though through turn 3 on the car ahead of Kizil. As now we go back, and we got yellow flags, and it's Puffran. Puffran has had a moment on the penultimate corner. Doesn't appear to have any damage, but not good for his race. It'll be one to forget here in Austria. As Aurelius now battling it out here with Much and Ketter. Much does have that time penalty though. 8 laps on the mediums. There we go. Talbot looking for a move up the inside of turn 3. Late on the brakes. Will there be a switchback? Possibly. We're going to switch now to Ratcliffe, as he's now going to have DRS on Talbot. Not able to get the switchback straight away, but he now has the DRS. Unable to make a move though. The front 6 giving us a really competitive race here. They're all wanting to take home the first race of Amethyst Season 10, or Amethyst 2.0 realistically. Meanwhile though, Talbot now leads us as we start lap 22. Ratcliffe P2, Peters P3, Kizil P4, Anthony P5, Murkow P6, and Khan is still holding about 3 seconds behind in P7. Ketter just playing the patient game behind this duo ahead of him. And there we have Chewy back past Mr. Aurelius, back up into P8. Let's again look at the tyre offset. Oh, that's massive. Peters getting a 3 second. Oh, someone's had a moment. That must be Junker, surely. But Peters with a 3 second time down, not going to be good for his race. And he runs very wide there once again. Really pushing to keep up with the front 2 here. Oh, maybe it's a pit stop here. It was an in-lap. So the medium tyres giving up. It's going to be Peter and Murkow looking to pit here. So both of them looking to maybe undercut the rest of the field, but it's going to be mightily close. I'm imagining everyone else will be in on this lap or the next. So now we have a look, and it's going to be Ratcliffe first to pit, along with Anthony. So the hard tyres of Ratcliffe giving in. Anthony now also into the pits on the mediums. Going to be medium tyres for Ratcliffe. What is it going to be for Anthony? Also going to be medium tyres. So it's interesting. It appears that some of the guys started on hard and have gone medium. Some of them went medium, hard, medium. And they're just still all within it. Kizil 2 seconds down though on Talbot. maybe starting to feel it. Meanwhile, Ratcliffe is now battling Murkow on the exit. Wheel to wheel. Murkow got the inside here through turn 6. But Ratcliffe holds him off. Anthony down to P7. But it's going to be Peter, but that 3-second time penalty is going to really put it in him. And now it's going to be... interesting, Kizio hasn't come into the pit yet. Talbot pitted earlier. We'd had fresher wheel tyres on. Now, pits before Kizio. Is Kizio going to go on softs? Kizio still gets a pit. Is Kizio trying to one-stop? No fucking way. Kizio's tyres are going to be really starting to feel the burn. Khan might be looking to one-stop as well here. Livingston speeds into the pit lane. But now they're going to be hunting down Khan and Kizio. It's 13 seconds to Kizio. Kizio might be making a one-stop work here, which is crazy. We're going to watch that gap between P1 and P2 because it's 13 seconds and it's going down at quite a rate. Kizio now, if he pits, is going to be looking at P6 best. Kizio's tyres are going to be feeling it more and more each lap. That tyre delta is going to come into play more and more each lap. Kizio, if he gets caught, oh my fucking god, is Connor going for a move? Connor up the inside, a little bit of wheel to wheel there. Never really on though for Ratcliffe. Not close enough to make the move. Does put the pressure though on. Does let Talbot know he is there. Kizio here really holding on for dear life. Them hards. How long has he been on them on hards? 18 laps on them hards. I'd love to know how close they are to go and pop. Kizio, 7 seconds to the good. 4 laps remaining, including the current one. But Talbot will be able to see him just in the distance there going into turn 3 now. So he has a target and he's taken 5 tenths out from that first corner alone. Kizio's tyres are going to be really starting to feel the burn. Meanwhile, further back actually, is going to be Murkow and Peters battling out. Murkow gets a really good drive. The Alpine driver unable to defend this. But they're outside of that 1 second window. Ratcliffe not going to have to be looking at his rear mirrors currently. Ratcliffe right on the rear of Talbot on that Ferrari gearbox. And Peters has dropped out. He's struggling to keep into Anthony's DRS here actually. He's fluctuating in and outside of that 1 second marker. And importantly here, Murkow back within that 1 second. It's down to 4.6, 4.5. Kizio crosses the start-finish line. And then it's going to be Talbot crossing it now. So it's 4.4 to Kizio. Kizio has got 2 laps this and next on the penultimate lap now. Can Kizio hold on? Or is his tyre's going to bite the bullet right at the end? He's got that back marker behind. So now I think it's a battle for P2. Kizio plays the one-stop perfectly. Talbot maybe looking to go defensive here. Will Ratcliffe look for a move up into turn 3? The door's open. Ketter's got no fuel left. Oh my god. Ketter's going to be dropping off here. And Talbot holding off. Murkow maybe looking to... oh my god, up the inside on turn 6. Was there contact? There was a little bit of contact there. And Patrick Kizio in Austria, Tier 1, first race of the season. And Patrick Kizio wins. P2 to Talbot, P3 to Ratcliffe, P4 for Murkow, P5 for Anthony. Alpine, P5 and 6, better than they've ever done in real life. Khan will bring it home in P7. Pufran a lap down, will not be happy about that one. Watch Tombstone here. I don't know how much penalties, but he's really gaining. But it will be Chewy Aurelius coming in P8. P9 for Ryan Much. And the battle for P10 as low fuel man mode comes around the final corner. And Ketter just gets there. Muscan, P12, final driver on the lead lap. There we have it though. Patrick Kizio returns to Amethyst Racing and puts it on the top step. It's P2 for Talbot, P3 for Ratcliffe. A mighty close race. That was mighty driving though from Kizel, making the one-stop work. Timed it to perfection. And here we go, they do spray each other. They're getting nice and wet here. But Kizel, the wettest of them all.